just have a few different things than normal to show you guys. So let's get started. First of all, for dinner tonight, I'm going to make grilled ham and cheese. I did that last weekend and they were really good, but I used too much cheese, and then also we wanted to use a little bit nicer of a ham this week. So that's a inexpensive and delicious meal, and I don't eat bread all that often, so you know what I mean, it's not that big a deal to have a grilled cheese sandwich. So yeah, anyway, and I had leftovers like the next day, and they were still really, really good. So this is the kind of bread that we have that I'll be making the sandwiches on. It's pretty tasty. It's what I used last weekend. So yeah, it has a lot of calories. It's one of the higher calorie breads, 110 per serving, so that'd be 220 for a whole sandwich. And it was rough for me to get a whole sandwich down. I don't think that I ate a whole sandwich, but I almost ate a whole sandwich, and yeah. So I don't know if I'll eat a whole sandwich tonight, because I definitely had to stuff it in there. But yeah, anyway, so that's the kind of bread that we're using, and it's pretty tasty. And some ham, and those are the stats. I've never had this ham before. We don't buy ham a whole lot. We usually buy turkey. That's what I buy for my husband's lunches every week, and that's what I prefer too, although I don't eat lunch meat all that often, except for in things like these threes, which I eat for lunch. Anyway, we just use the Kraft Singles American cheese, and it's really, really good on grilled cheese sandwiches. So those are the stats on those. Last week I used 4 slices per sandwich, and that was a lot. It was very cheesy, so my husband requested that I use a little less cheese this time, so I think I'll just use 2 slices and see how that goes. We did go to GNC because I've really been wanting to try the cake bites and the Tutti Frutti flavor. I did eat those already, but yeah, I don't go to GNC or Vitamin Shop very often anymore, but the Tutti Frutti ones, they kind of taste more like bubblegum to me. I only ate one to start with, and then I went back the next day and ate the other 2 because they come in a pack of 3. And I could taste more of the Tutti Frutti flavor, but still they just weren't my favorite. But I do like these oatmeal raisin cookies. I have not tried the Quest birthday cake bar yet, so I may eat that this morning. And then I really love the vanilla where is the flavor on this? Okay, vanilla caramel. I really love this bar. So anyway, they had a little promotion on some of their snack things right now. So and then last weekend I got these Skinny Cow Simply Amazing Salted Caramel Pretzel Bars. They're okay size, and they're pretty tasty. The first time I had these is when I was on my 1,000 calorie diet before surgery, because they don't have a whole lot of calories in them. Yeah, 160 isn't too bad for a dessert. So they're pretty tasty. I like them. I usually will eat one of these and then one little Hershey's dark chocolate mini. And I've just had those in the fridge. And then I got more of the Clio bars, which are really good. I ordered like the other flavors that they had besides just the hazelnut and the vanilla, but apparently they just had hazelnut and vanilla, so they're still good. I like them, so, but I haven't gotten to try the other flavors. So yeah, these are good, and I'll eat one of these with a little piece of dark chocolate as well. That puts me at, around 200 calories or a little less, and then I usually drink half of a protein shake at night as well lately. But yeah, the stats on these are pretty good for a dessert. So if you've been watching my videos, you know that I have been drinking a whole lot of silk cashew milk for a while now, and I'm finally tired of it, so I needed something different. So I decided to go with the coconut, the unsweetened coconut. It is 20 calories higher per serving, which is fine. I had some of this yesterday. It tastes like coconut. It's not bad. So I usually mix, like I'll do, you know, like a little less than half of a water bottle. You know, like I'll take 3/4 of a water bottle or half of a water bottle and fill the other half with this, and then I shake it up, and that's how I drink water, because I'm really terrible about drinking water otherwise. It just gives it some texture and a little flavor. So yeah, this is decent. They have a coconut and almond mix that's only 35 calories, and I might try that next week, so we'll see. And then I also decided to get this, which is 100 calories per serving, but it's pretty tasty. And my husband suggested that maybe I mix a little bit of the coconut in with it, and it might be like an Almond Joy. So I plan to do that. But yeah, so those are the stats. And again, I would just drink it the same way. I did have some of this yesterday as well. I did start tracking on my MyFitnessPal again yesterday because I have gained a few pounds. And I know why. Like I was rear-ended on Thursday morning, and the person took off, so things have been really stressful. Also, I've been taking pain medication that they prescribed to me in the ER. And so yeah, I've been eating whatever I want, and I'm sure I'm a little bit swollen and bloated and having problems using the bathroom regularly right now because of the pain meds. So yeah, I'm up. I was like 161 when I weighed myself yesterday. I haven't weighed myself yet today, but anyway, so I started tracking again because, you know, I want to get back down to, I was thinking like 155 would be a good place. And then if I, you know what I mean, if I go back to like 157, 158, even 159 at times, like I would be fine with that for maintaining. But 161 is a little bit out of my comfort zone, so we'll see how it goes. Yesterday I was like 17, in the ballpark of 1,700 calories. So that was within my goal on MyFitnessPal. So I have more Power Crunch bars. I've been eating like 2 of these a day, and this is before I gained my weight, by the way. So that's just something I normally do. I'll have one with breakfast because for me, I think the stats are good. Other people, they may be a little high and more of a treat, and they definitely are. They taste like a treat, and I love them. But the stats are good, in my opinion. You know, 7 net carbs, 200 calories, 14 grams protein. For me, it makes sense. I have one of these with the yogurt in the morning for breakfast during the week, and then we've got the peanut butter cream ones, which I also really love. My belly is growling because I'm hungry. But yeah. Anyway, so I'll eat one for breakfast, and then I eat one in the afternoon after I go for my walk, because I eat my lunch a little early. And my lunch usually consists of one of these unless I have leftovers. So Target has these new ice cream, this new ice cream brand, Museum of Ice Cream. They're pretty decent. They do have a lot of calories, but the vanilla flavor is really good, and they have a lot of different fun flavors. Like this one has iced animal cookies, frosted cupcake bites, fizzy cotton candy, and rainbow sprinkles. I didn't feel like any of I ate half of this one night, and I haven't finished the other half, but I didn't feel like the chunks really taste that much like what they're describing them as, but still really tasty and had lots of chunks of stuff in it, which I love. So these are the stats, and like I said, I ate like half of it, so yeah. Anyway, tasty and, you know, worth trying, I would think. So, and these are the yogurts that I have this week. Unfortunately, like, I've been ordering my groceries through Walmart where I just go and pick them up, and a lot of the time they don't have the things that I want. So I ordered 2 of the pumpkin spice whip Yoplait yogurts. They had them one week and they are really, really, really good. But they didn't have them, so they didn't substitute them for anything. So I just only have, you know, I maybe have like one other yogurt in the fridge right now. So that kind of sucks because I will sometimes eat like 2 yogurts a day, also at work. I'll eat one for breakfast and then also one as a snack in the afternoon a lot of the time. But I'm also going to make some boiled eggs this week. For breakfast this morning, I'm going to do a little bit of French toast. And then some bacon that we have in the fridge that we haven't eaten yet. So I'm going to do that for breakfast, but I'm going to eat something before that because my husband doesn't get up till later, and that's when I'll make it. So technically it will be like lunch for me and breakfast for him. So yeah. Anyway, and just you know, I'll just make a point. If you have had weight loss surgery or you're dieting or whatever, you have a different schedule than your significant other or than your kids and stuff, that's okay. You know what I mean? You still need to take care of yourself and eat when you need to eat. And, you know, you can still have meals with your significant other. My husband, he tends to eat less frequently than I do, especially on the weekends. And I just can't sleep in most of the time. So yeah, I usually go to bed earlier as well. So I will eat like my breakfast, and then, you know, we usually have a meal together after he wakes up. So, but yeah, you can definitely make it work, you know, to have different like eating times and different things that you're eating. After you have weight loss surgery, you don't have to think that you have to eat the same things or at the same time or the same amounts or anything like that than your family. So anyway, but this is just different yogurt options. I had ordered the caramel one, but they gave me chocolate again. The chocolate one's okay, but I really like the caramel one better. Really love this pumpkin pie one. I've been eating the shit out of this. And then banana cream, vanilla. I like the Light and Fit ones a lot. I also like the 100-calorie whips a lot. They have less good stats than the rest, but I don't really care. I like them. So I have been drinking more caffeine lately. I mean, with the pain meds, they're just making me tired, so that's part of it, but also just stress and yeah. So I find myself drinking more caffeine lately. So I usually do 5-hour energy drinks. I can only drink half at a time because otherwise I am not feeling good. Once you have weight loss surgery, things do affect you differently. I don't know if caffeine will necessarily be one of those things that affects you the same way. Everything's going to affect everybody a little bit different. But yeah, that it's too much for me to do one at a time, and even, you know, within a few hours of each other, it will still make me not feel so good, especially if I don't have food in my stomach. So I ordered vanilla ones, but they gave me chocolate. I'm not a big fan of chocolate shakes, but I guess it's gonna have to do for this week. So I wanted to have some shakes instead of no shakes. And then I ordered the cookies and cream ones, which are really good, but again, they gave me chocolate. So now I have way too much chocolate. But it is what it is. It will do for this week. So anyway, I know this doesn't seem like, I don't know, this may or may not seem like a whole lot of food, but basically what I'm going to be doing is, I've talked about this in other videos, but in case you haven't seen my other videos, like I have a routine as far as what I eat most of the time, and unless I'm doing like leftovers or something. Like if I have a leftover grilled cheese, I might take that to work and eat half, you know, with breakfast and half with lunch. You know, and I won't have a whole lot of other room, you know what I mean, to eat something with that, but I like to eat every hour and a half to maybe 2.5 hours during the day. But yeah, so I started off with a Power Crunch bar and a yogurt, and well, the first thing that I do is like I drink half of a protein shake mixed with water. I do that because it's kind of hard to drink protein shakes, in my opinion, at least for me, just by themselves. And so it helps my stomach to cut it with water, and also helps me to get in more water. So that's why I do that. And it helps like them last longer. So, so I'll do half of a protein shake in the morning mixed with water, and then when I'll do that usually when I get up or like when I first get to work, and then I will do some kind of a protein bar, usually these, with a yogurt for breakfast. A little while later I'll have a snack, like that's probably going to be boiled eggs this week. But you know, I have different things, like I have some what are they called, pistachios in my backpack. You know, I may eat some of those, or you know, I also got some sugar-free Jolly Ranchers, so I like to have sugar-free candy to suck on, you know, when I'm not eating, you know, I mean technically that's still eating, but when I'm not eating a meal, to help tide me over. So I did get some of those, and those have good stats, they taste pretty good, so you know, I'll eat those throughout the day. I also am a big fan of Tic Tacs for the same reason. Any kind of sugar-free candy, it just kind of helps tide me over, because I could eat a lot more often than I do. So yeah, anyway, so I'll do that, then I'll have my snack, and then a little while later I will have usually my P3 for lunch, or whatever I'm having for lunch, and then I usually go for a walk on my lunch break, and then I'll come back and have another Power Crunch bar. And then a little while later, if I'm hungry before I leave to go pick up my husband from work, then I might have a yogurt. So that's usually what I do. And then we'll come home, and like this week we'll probably just pick up like some cheap fast food for dinner. We like to change it up, but you know, lately it's just been difficult for us to come home and cook after work. So things have just been stressful and busy, and so we're eating at home over the weekend. You know, like last night we had frozen burritos. The night before we did have Cafe Rio, because they opened a Cafe Rio with a drive-through by our house, which is really awesome. And so we had that. But yeah, so we do some meals at home, and we pick up dinner other nights. And you know, I find that most fast food places you can find something that you can eat. So, you know, even if you've had weight loss surgery, or even if you're on a diet, I feel like you can, you know, most of the time it's just like burgers with bacon and skipping the bun or whatever. Have a few fries. You know, I drink just like my, you know, Silk or whatever mixed with water. I skip the drinks, and that usually keeps me pretty on track. So, but yeah. Anyway, so that's pretty much my routine. I usually work out on the weekends, but I'm not working out this weekend since my car accident. I'm just trying to take it easy, but normally I do try and do like, you know, at least a half an hour, at least 2 days a week of like cardio and stuff. I just watch like videos on YouTube and follow those. So it's like cardio, strength training moves. But yeah, anyway, so that's where I'm at right now. Today I just have a little bit of laundry to do, and like I said, I'm gonna make a little bit of food and do a little bit of dishes, and otherwise it should hopefully just be a chill day. Might make an update video, but yeah, I hope you guys are doing well, and I will talk to you later.